Star Wars theory shot it. Yeah,
they made Rogue One that there were extended scenes of that shot where they show him in the back of the tank. They didn't use any of those. You could just see the tip of his head. That's all. Hello, my name is Jackson. Thanks for coming back to another video. We're here to watch Obi-Wan episode 3. I'm very, very excited to watch this episode with how episode 2 ended.
I didn't watch Rebels. I watched a little bit of Clone Wars, but I didn't watch Rebels. They said that the Inquisitor can't be dead here because he's like alive for...
He has 2 stomachs.
Okay, so he's gonna clearly survive. So I wonder if he'll be in this show more. And I kind of hope he is, because I like him.
Can't believe he's gone.
I'm saying apart from the hype that is Obi-Wan and Anakin, the Inquisitor in live action was kind of cool.
I didn't know anything about that until after we watched him die in episode 2, but apparently his species has 2 stomachs, and so she stabbed through one of them, and I mean he's for all intents and purposes dying right now, but he'll, with what they showed in The Mandalorian about how you can go in a Bacta tank and get droid parts in your abdomen and it'll be fine.
Be like the
he'll be because in Rebels takes place after this. He's alive, so you know he doesn't.
What's the guy's name at Boba Fett that was in the back of the tank? It was played by the guy from Santa Cruz.
Cobb Vanth.
Cobb Vanth.
Yeah, he got in a Bacta tank, and the surgeon, the droid surgeon, was giving him droid parts.
Other than that, I haven't seen anything. There's one like YouTube thumbnail I saw, and I stayed off of YouTube. I was just like on my break in my car. I saw a YouTube thumbnail. I'll point it out when it happens. Other than that, I don't know anything other than like a message from Brett saying it's so good.
I haven't seen anything, not even a thumbnail. But I saw a Star Wars Theory thumbnail about his breakdown of Episode 3, and it wasn't a thumbnail from anything in the episode. It was just a picture, some random picture. But it said Episode 3 breakdown Vader. Plus Vader.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Vader. See a lot
obviously, but yeah, I hope it's good.
I hope that we get some flashbacks.
I hope we get to see that it's Hayden too. Like he's not just under the mask the entire time.
Yeah, that is Hayden.
Yeah, I'm saying like that scene there at the end where he was unmasked, that was cool. I want more of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is Hayden. So they're going to be showing him without. They're going to show him in the suit without his mask on, and hopefully they're going to show him his flashback.
I want to see Hayden's face, because if you're not going to show him, then what's the point? I'm sure they will.
This is just one of my Star Wars shirts.
I'm wearing a Star Wars shirt.
May the Force be with you.
My Star Wars shirt was dirty. I wore it like, I wear it every day. I'm edit. Who's making a Star Wars short film?
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
True fans.
I wore it today because I knew we were going to watch Obi-Wan.
Mine was dirty, unfortunately.
It's a play on your cross country. May the Force be with you. But
I'll wear the darn Jedi robes that we have.
Boring conversation anyway.
Any questions?
I don't think so.
You have a question?
Yeah. The last scene in episode 2 showed Anakin, or is he Darth Vader yet? In the tank?
He's Anakin, but he's been Darth Vader for 10 years at this point.
Yeah, so that's what I'm wondering. Is that tank like something like how he goes to bed at night?
It's called a Bacta tank. It's like this fluid that they put you in for medical purposes, and for him, his whole body was burnt, and so it's healing. I'm just wondering soothing for him.
It's been 10 years. He still has to heal?
Yeah, remember the end of Return of the Jedi when Luke took off his mask and his face was still all white and
he never does get
his skin. I mean, by the time he dies in the Return of the Jedi, his skin has healed a whole lot, but he's still not normal.
So he can put on his full Darth Vader gear and go around and kill people and whatever.
Yeah, but basically without the suit, he's a dead man.
Yes.
Like one could argue the Force would keep him alive, but he would die if he didn't have that suit on.
He would die if he didn't have the respirator.
That's why he breathes the way he does, because his lungs got so scorched with fire that he can't breathe on his own.
The Bacta tank that he is in at the end of the second episode doesn't do anything to help keep him alive. It's just like therapy for him because he's so damaged. We're probably going to see a lot of him in this one, and hopefully we see his actual face without the suit on. Any other questions before we watch it?
No, I think I'm good.
You son of a bitch.
The character Reva, anybody that knows that Anakin is Vader, Vader kills them. Why and how does she know?
He's one of the kids.
So yeah, people think that in Order 66 she was a Jedi youngling.
All the stuff from the trailers we've already seen, including this shot.
Are you there? Promise me you will train the boy.
Already he's Iron Man.
Help me, Master Qui-Gon.
That's just cool to see in his face.
It's like Fallen Order.
He's coming, Master.
Only
Where is he? Kenobi is all that matters now. Is that understood? Prove yourself, and the position of Grand Inquisitor is yours. Spare me, and you will not live to regret it.
yeah, they have his voice like stashed in computer files.
On 200,000 feet of data banks, you are standing in my brain.
The Force. What does it feel like?
Have you ever been afraid of the dark? How does it feel when you turn on the light?
I feel safe. Noah!
You fixed her. Mandalorian that they go to every other planet.
Oh no, we can't do our mission because we're out of milk. Guess we better get some at this new planet.
Is the Breaking Bad planet?
Coordinates say the meeting point is further north.
Why would he lie?
People are not all good, Leia.
Oh yeah, what did he say?
He said there's some people there that can help them
Field,
get her
family.
spider
I
sense.
saw a thumbnail of this.
Oh my gosh, he's seeing like
He
Mirage.
Revenge of the Sith. Anakin. That's awesome. Show it again. Come on.
That looks so similar to the Jedi Temple.
We should send out all remaining probes now.
You are not in charge. That seat is mine, not yours.
I just spoke with Lord Vader. Send out the probes. Do it now.
I will get what I deserve.
Her neck jumping on the floor.
This guy's angry.
This is where he told us to come to.
Wait a minute. How did this happen?
Maybe
Let's not do
they're
this.
just...
What are you doing?
Maybe they can give us a ride to the spaceport.
Rather you don't talk.
She's gonna talk and get him over.
This is my friend, my father. This is my father. Order. We're farmers from Paul.
That's fine.
That's the Imperial, the Empire's sign. Just the run-of-the-mill stormtrooper, though, should probably recognize him. All right, Leia, make small talk.
Oh, no, we'll find him. We always do.
They're right there with him.
They know what they're doing, Leia.
I thought her name was Boomba.
Sometimes when I look at Luma, I see her mother's face.
Thought her name was Luma. You must be a Jedi. Kill. Like what?
Are you my real father?
I wish I could say I was. But no, I'm not.
Sometimes I try to imagine what he was like.
The Jedi were taken from our families when we were very young. I remember a baby.
A baby?
Yes, I think I had a brother. Then I joined the Jedi and I got a new family just like you.
We might see him use his Force ability.
Yeah.
A New Hope, I guess. These are not the droids you're looking for. What a dick.
Nothing wrong with a little order.
Bro droids.
We've never seen what these droids
How's he gonna get out of this?
That's transmitting right back to Vader. Oh, is he gonna use it? Please use your lightsaber or
Come
not?
on, Obi-Wan. I wondered if she'd be good.
I knew it! No, you did not.
But that guy did say there would be no here.
I'll inform Lord Vader.
He's already been informed.
But we both know we'll be standing by his side when this is over. I'm getting to report that the pilot's agreed to take you, but he's not scheduled to leave for a few hours.
Everything will be all right, Leia. We'll make it out.
I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't mean to run away.
It wasn't your fault, Leia.
The fact that him and Leia are like having such a close bond here makes
It's
the
right.
scene in A New Hope that much more special.
What is this place?
We have safe houses like this throughout the galaxy. You're not the first Jedi to come through here. It all leads to Javine. These days, the Empire hunts anyone who's force sensitive.
Quinlan was here.
Yeah, he helps now and again. Smuggling younglings.
Only when the eyes are closed can you truly see.
He senses something.
What is it?
Vader arriving on the planet.
Oh, I bet.
Oh! Holy shit, he's there.
Really, Hayden Christensen?
Yeah, that's him in the zoo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ben could sense him.
Like brothers. They spent 10 plus years together. Obi-Wan's likely never seen, like, Vader in person. Oh! He just killed that kid.
That is the smartest thing to have her take her.
Yeah. He's even more powerful now, after 10 years.
Possible from.
Oh my gosh! He hasn't used that in 10 years.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What have you become?
I am what you made me.
I don't want to fight you, Flash.
I wouldn't want to fight me neither. Kick his ass, man.
Vader jump scare.
Oh! Obi-Wan is out of practice.
The years have made you weak.
Go. Bring him back.
Vader's just using one arm, too. Not even worth. There's that shot.
You should have killed me when you had the chance.
Oh my god.
Now you will suffer.
Oh, is he gonna burn him?
Your pain has just begun.
No! God, please, no! No!
Was that droid you getting?
We have to get him to Javine. It's going to be okay.
Oh my gosh, this little girl is gonna come face to face with that lady.
No!
Are you going to me? Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. I'll take you from here.
They ended it right there.
Leia saw that what's his...
Yeah, she's smart.
dead.
She saw.
I really hope they like maybe do a little bit of a time jump. The rematch they promised us we were gonna get is where he's a little bit more skilled.
I like that whole thing, but how they got separated there at the end, that was a little bit underwhelming to me. He wants to make him
Suffer, yeah, it's
Your
crazy.
suffering has just begun.
It's so dark.
Yeah.
I love how dark it is.
And that whole sequence of him when he first walked in there and he's just killing everybody. The kid was like, Dad! And he snapped his neck.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I want to do to
he's
Anderson.
so bad.
Yeah.
Post-credit scene.
Yeah.
My French fry! But yeah, one thing I kept wanting to say, but I didn't want to cut anything off. Vader, when he lost his other arm and then both his legs, he essentially had to start from square one again. Like, he was super powerful as Anakin Skywalker, but he only had one droid arm that he had learned to use real well. But then he lost his other arm and both his legs, and his whole body is
So he had to
burnt
start
to a
from,
crisp.
yeah.
So he got all these new appendages, and he has to be on this respirator and inside the suit.
Wow.
So he had to essentially relearn how to walk and fight. And so he was starting from square one, but it's been 10 years of him training and learning and getting stronger.
And he probably
and so right now, like, if he was still had his own body, he'd be the most powerful person in the universe. But since he lost his limbs, he's not that, but he's still, after 10 years of training and learning and relearning, he's even more powerful than he was when he fought Obi-Wan the first time.
Wow.
And not only that, but Obi-Wan hasn't,
weaker.
has not
he
kept
hasn't
up.
done it. Yeah, so they're like on If they were here, they're like here now.
Yeah, exactly. So
Just think, that little guy right there turned into that evil demon we just
That's
watched.
so sad. It's a sad story.
It really is, yeah.
It's very tragic.
That's what George Lucas and everybody who were involved with all the original 6 films talked about. It's really all 6 movies. It's the tragedy of Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
And it's sad. But regarding him, like how powerful he is here, you can see he didn't put both hands.
No, just one.
He was just using one hand that whole time.
And then he could easily use the Force.
Not only is he even more skilled at this point than he was in episode 3, but he's like superhuman.
Yeah.
Because he's essentially part droid and like he's just insanely strong. Jake's right. They're gonna have a real rematch.
We still have 3 episodes to go, so I'm sure the rest will make up for it, and this will be good, even better because of it.
I kind of thought that Obi-Wan was gonna try to talk to him more.
Yeah, I kind of like the "What have you become?"
Yeah.
I want more dialogue.
He kind of did a little bit. I think they're gonna fight twice, and I think Obi-Wan is going to be hopeful that he can maybe sway Anakin or turn him back to the light, and naively hopeful.
Yeah.
And because he doesn't or he can't. So yeah, I hope when they meet again that he tries to appeal to Anakin and not Vader and get him to, but it's not gonna work.
We can still come back. We're not too far gone.
Remember in Return of the Jedi when that line I always say when the Emperor has already won?
Yeah.
When the Force Ghost of Obi-Wan is talking to Luke, and because I remember Luke says the line, he says, "I can't kill my father."
Then the Emperor has already won.
And Obi-Wan saying you should face him. I don't think he actually says it, but he's almost telling Luke, like, you're gonna have to fight Vader and kill him so that we can. Luke is the one that wants to try to bring him back, but Kenobi is
Obi-Wan feels like he does in that scene because of this show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's tried to turn.
This show's
Vader
gonna
back
add to
and he
it.
couldn't.
This show's gonna add to it. It's gonna be like, Obi-Wan thinks that he's too far gone and cannot bring him back, but then Luke is the one who.
Luke can.
Luke is the one that,
that's really interesting.
Believes there's good in him no matter what.
And the whole time that they're cutting back to Reva and whoever else,
like,
just enough, I don't care, back.
I like the little girl.
Yeah, she's
so
really good.
good.
Luma.
The chase scene in episode 1, I think, when she's running from the bandits in the woods, and they're like, how are they not just catching her like that?
I'm sorry, every time you say episode 1, I think the Phantom Menace.
Sorry, I guess it's part 1.
You should say part 1.
Yeah, in part 1, when she's running from the bandits in the forest, and everybody's just like, how is she outrunning these people?
I think they didn't want to hurt her.
She's gonna outrun the Reva because she's Leia.
Yeah, but she's like right there. She's like literally 5 feet away from her.
You think we'll see any more of Freck?
Yeah.
Because he got knocked out, but not sliced in half like the one.
We need to look that up.
Fan favorite. I know frequently in different Star Wars projects, Mark Hamill will voice characters.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a
nothing
rumor
to do
that in
with
part 2 of this, the second episode, that Mark Hamill had a cameo, like as an extra.
Yep, I saw
like
that.
in the far background, he was there. As for the music thing, like that scene where they were fighting, that's the kind of music I imagine more or less kind of level of music that hopefully Matt or someone could help me with.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I love the epic stuff like Duel of the Fates, but it's really hard to get that to fit. Part of it's probably because of how low budget ours is, but also it'd be really hard to get it to fit in perfectly.
Yeah.
Because also one trend,
how they score music in movies is the movie is shot and the composer writes the music to the scenes.
What I'm saying, it's hard to do it the other way around because in a lot of these Star Wars themes,
that
like
music is written for a specific scene.
So it'll like stop and then the characters will talk for like a minute, 2 minutes, and you could cut it together, but then it gets really messy and really hard to do.
Where do you think it's going to go from here into episode 4?
I really have no idea. I just want more of Hayden Christensen and more of his face.
Yeah, so in this episode, we saw his face for a split second when the helmet was coming on to his head in the beginning. And then we saw him as a mirage, as just Anakin Skywalker out in the desert there.
I want more than just that. It's like they're marketing him so much in it.
Yeah, well, with how much that they've acted like he's in it, I can't imagine that they won't.
Like he's
show
in
him
all
more.
the interviews. He's like one of the main stars. It's like you gotta show him. Or...
Oh well, yeah. People are saying that there's going to be scenes of Vader in his chamber, like his little chamber that has air, like oxygen in it, so that he can breathe without his helmet on. He needs his respirator to breathe when he's just out and about like normal. But he has this little chamber that he goes in. You see a couple shots of in the original movies. But supposedly, when he's in that chamber, he can take he has his suit on, but he can take his helmet off and breathe. Okay.
It doesn't even look like Hayden Christensen because he's burnt.
It's completely under the...
I could tell that was him, but it was just a split second. Oh, and that scene when his helmet goes on, I don't know why they shot that like that, because in the few number of scenes in all the original movies when they show his helmet going on, there's a couple. But it's the face goes on and then the back piece goes on.
They just did it like at the same time.
Yeah.
That doesn't really bother me.
No, it's just a nitpick thing.
I thought it was cool we got to see more like it was an Iron Man suit up.
Yeah, that was cool. So I think we'll get to see him in his chambers without his... I think there's no way they're not going to have a shot of him in the suit without his helmet on. And then very possibly, if they fight again, we could have a scene similar to a scene in Star Wars Rebels where Obi-Wan slices his helmet and you can see his eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want
one
stuff
of his
like
eyes
that.
That'd be cool.
Behind his helmet.
Ahsoka.
Anakin.
We should have done that for Hunted.
You'd have to buy a new helmet.
Yeah. Brett tried to a couple times. He probably, between practicing and like on the day of filming, he probably hit my helmet.
There's a few
more
times.
than a few times.
There was like at least 2 or 3 takes where he like, and then from the camera it didn't probably look as bad as it felt, but he like would like bump your head. He'd be like, "Oh, you good?"
Yeah.
Follow through. Oh no. Oh no. There we go. You're dead.
I like the quote that said, "Only when the eyes are closed can you truly see." Who said that? Obi-Wan?
Just writing on the wall from Quinn.
Oh yeah, he read it though.
Yeah, that was
Obi-Wan read it.
Yes, yeah.
What does that
Whoever
mean?
Quinlan is, I think that's the Jedi. I'm assuming that was
He
the
must
Jedi.
have written it.
Quinlan.
We should have
Not
named
Obi-Wan.
Anderson's
Right,
character
Quinlan wrote it, but Obi-Wan read it.
Yes. Let us know what you thought of episode part 3 down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week for episode part 4.
Don't make me kill you.
We're gonna be watching episode 4.
Yeah.
We're gonna
New
skip
Hope.
ahead about 10 years.